Here's a compilation of news and information you should know.
They want us to believe in UFOs. They're preparing us for a fake alien invasion. That's always been the plan. A one world government. The only way to do it is to get us to embrace it. And the only way to embrace it is from an alien attack. Ronald Reagan talked about it many times at the UN, CFR. He talked about it because wouldn't it make, he looked at all the leaders of the nation, of the world and said, wouldn't it make our lives easier if we just had some kind of extraterrestrial threat? He said that shit. He said that in front of the UN.
Just think how easy his task and mine might be in these meetings that we held if suddenly there was a threat to this world from some other species, from another planet, outside in the universe. We'd forget all the little local differences that we have between our countries, and we would find out once and for all that we really are all human beings here on this earth together.
They're pushing all this alien stuff right now. So all of a sudden, extraterrestrials show up, right? They want us to believe they're from outer space. They're here to, and in all the countries that are warring right now, they all come together and say, hey, let's fight this common enemy together. Just like Reagan said in his UN speech years ago. And, the whole world of NPCs will get behind them and go, yes, yes, yes. And now there's their one world government in one fell swoop.
When it comes for the alien disclosure, I have to agree. They're doing all of that to fearmonger everybody so y'all would go crying for the government to help you. Or to make you think that the aliens are here to save you. And what are y'all going to do? Beam me up, Scotty? No, don't do that. Don't fall for the cat. But here is a poem in Never Giving Up.
The title of this poem is After Yesterday. If you can keep your head held high when all around are losing theirs, if you can meet each goodbye and climb again the broken stairs, for good timber does not come with ease. It earns its height through storm and strife. The roots dig deep, the hard wind sees, and pressure carves the shape of life. Don't quit, not now, not when the road grows steep and dark and hard to climb, when shoulders ache beneath the load. That's often breakthrough's finest time. You think you're beaten? Well, then you are. You think you rise? Then rise you will. The mind is both the wound and scar, the valley low, the towering hill. Excelsior, still higher still. Through snow and wind and jeering crowd, past every voice that says you will not, past every doubt that cries out loud, be not afraid, the open call of life was forward always through. The man who never stumbles falls. He was never daring something true. So press on through the dark and wait, through every fire and freezing cold, keep moving. It is not late. Your greatest chapter awaits.
Now this next clip, this guy, he's on point and he's on fire. Take a listen to.
Bro, honestly, at this point in human history, fuck the Met Gala, fuck Coachella, fuck Rolling Loud, fuck the NBA or NFL playoffs, fuck the Super Bowl, fuck spending money, fuck going to work, fuck celebrity worship, fuck politics, fuck relationship podcasts, fuck paying taxes, fuck entertainment, fuck concerts, fuck all of this shit. It's literally time to shut this shit the fuck down for good. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Nobody is angry enough. Pedophiles and baby-eating, blood-drinking demons rule the world. They are making the cost of living and the cost of everything damn near unaffordable, like gas, rent, food, water, basic shit that we can't live without, mind you. They are erasing people's cultures, histories, and lineages and rights. They're using your tax money to bomb foreign nations and innocent women and children. When will enough be enough? And you know what's crazy? Most people think we need to go in the streets and protest and riot violently. Fuck no. That's exactly what they want. The best way to shut down the system, and I've said this before, is to stop participating in it. Stay in your homes, stop going to work, stop buying, stop clocking in, stop feeding into their entertainment, and I promise you, Watch how fucking quickly this entire system shuts down. The game ends immediately. The machine only breathes because you give it your oxygen. We've been hypnotized into believing we're the audience in a theater, but we aren't the audience. We're the fuel. Every time you scroll through a red carpet event while your fridge is empty, you're feeding the demon. Every time you argue over a political puppet while your tax dollars are being converted into shrapnel to tear through the flesh of a child halfway across the world, you're signing the check. They have commodified your attention and weaponized your survival. And they've gaslit a majority of the world to think we need them more than they need us. Fuck no. They need us more than we need them. Because remember, I've said this before, they manage the power, we are the power. Without us, their system doesn't exist. It doesn't fucking exist without us. People are spiritually exhausted. That's the part nobody says out loud. Everybody keeps talking about inflation, politics, dating, culture wars, left versus right, man versus women, black versus white. But underneath all of it is exhaustion. People are tired of feeling like life has been reduced to surviving bills while pretending to be entertained. Tired of waking up just to sell hours of their existence back to a machine that would replace them in a week if they died tomorrow. They're tired of being told to heal individually while living inside systems that profit from stress, division, addiction, insecurity, loneliness, and overconsumption. And the craziest part, most people know something feels wrong, but they're so overstimulated and beaten down that they don't even know where to place the anger anymore. They're so exhausted. They're so mentally drained. Their brains are fried. And the real trap was never chains. It was convenience, endless scrolling, endless dopamine, endless noise, a population distracted enough to confuse stimulation with fulfillment. We became a civilization of spectators watching our own lives happen from behind a screen. Everybody's consuming, barely anybody's creating, barely anybody's present. Families sit in the same room staring at different algorithms. Friends hang out while mentally somewhere else. People know more celebrity gossip than they know about their own grandparents. And corporations figured out a long time ago that a distracted population is much easier to sell to than a connected one. And no, the answer is not blind destruction or chaos. Chaos burns ordinary people first. The answer is discipline, community, consistency, building local relationships again, supporting actual human beings instead of giant systems whenever possible, learning skills, spending less time hypnotized by outrage and entertainment, thinking critically, becoming harder to manipulate emotionally. The system becomes weaker the second people stop acting like consumers first and human beings second. That's where real power starts. Not in screaming or performative outrage, in clarity, awareness, reflection, introspection, self-control. In millions of people collectively quietly deciding they're done living disconnected from themselves. They're done participating in the system that has no benefit. And the root cause of this nightmare is this entire matrix. We've been programmed from birth to ask for permission to exist, to eat, and to move. We think we need a leader to tell us when to be angry or a riot to show we're serious. But the most terrifying thing to a tyrant is not a brick through a window. It's an empty office. It's a silent cash register. It's a world where the masses simply stop looking at the screen. They want the violence because violence is a language they speak better than you. They want the riots because it justifies the boots on your neck. But they have no plan for a world that just sits down and says, no, we're not doing this anymore. If the bus doesn't move, the stock market doesn't tick, and the celebrities are screaming into an empty void because nobody is watching the feed, the illusion vanishes. The demons only have power because we agreed to play their game. The solution is a total, unapologetic withdrawal of consent. Stop seeking fixes within a system designed to keep you broken. And this is not about a strike. It's about a complete divorce from a parasitic reality. We have to reclaim the internal spark that they've tried to drown in a sea of distractions and debt. When you stop feeding the beast starves. It's that simple. And it's that horrific for them. The exit door is not in the streets. It's in your refusal to participate in your own destruction. The game ends the second you decide you're no longer a player. Shut it down. All of it, all of you, all of us, now.
Oh, goodness gracious. He's hitting all points, and y'all know it. If it triggered you, good. Think about it. But in this next clip, it's about the World Wide Web and how it's bringing in the new world order through the internet.
If you think Elon Musk is on our side, building Skynet, it's for the Antichrist system where no human being can escape the web, the Internet of Things. What does a web do? World Wide Web. It entangles its prey, Danny. There's no escape. That's what the Internet is. And if you put in digital currency with that, my friend, there will be no escape. So what is coming for us is coming for all of, not just America, the whole world. America was used like the mafia uses a hitman to set up the global agenda. And now, while we were busy enjoying our drinks and let's go Jets,
we had a dude on here yesterday who was telling telling us how American football was created by the CIA as the way to pacify the society.
People know more about that than they do the history of the state. They live how bread and circus of the Romans. It's the same tricks, the same evil, the same battle that started in the heavens that humanity's been fighting ever since. The enemy has always been one core enemy, Daddy. Ignorance. It is ignorance why we are who we are. People need to wake the fuck up.
Oh, I agree. It's true. Ignorance is the downfall of people. Wake up. Next clip has to do with the Illuminati game card. It's been telling people the truth all along on what's next. The Illuminati card is the script. Maybe you should buy one and follow it.
Oui, il a un masque, mais c'est une révélation contrôlée. Un narratif qu'on nous présente depuis des décennies dans Mission Impossible. Des masques, des doubles, des imposteurs. Pour une normalisation progressive. Même scénario avec Jim Carrey.
We all wear masks.
Parce que cette année, ils officialisent les anomalies pour un éveil contrôlé. Et le jeu de cartes Illuminati de 1995 avait déjà tout encodé. Imposteur. Cabale démasquée. Tentative d'assassinat. Donald Trump. Fausse pandémie. Quarantaine. Adrénochrome. NASA en studio.
Stop lying, stop acting.
Fausse conquête spatiale.
We all never went to space.
OVNI. Manipulation climatique. 11 septembre. Pentagone et tour jumelle. Tous ces événements sont codés pour créer la confusion maximale. Et le but est de te pousser à quitter ton corps biologique. À te faire assimiler par ces entités qu'on appelait jeans ou archontes. Mais aujourd'hui, il s'agit de la Silicon Valley, de l'intelligence artificielle, de Neuralink. Parce que l'invasion extraterrestre n'est pas extérieure, elle est intérieure. Et le pire, c'est que tu finances toi-même ta propre disparition.
There you have it. Now the next clip talks about how the government lies. Just fear-mongering you, trying to make you fall for the cat.
When the government is trying to tell you there's aliens, and nobody gives a shit, and they're trying to repeat themselves over and over again. No, guys, this is the second release of UFO files. It's all over the website. It's all over the news. Guys, there's aliens. Guys, there really is aliens. We're not trying to hide that there's aliens. We don't care. Inflation's out of control. All the government's corrupt. No. But there's aliens. Brad, nobody cares. Nobody cares about aliens. We care about the fucking migrants destroying our cities. We care about the fact we cannot pay for anything. Inflation's out of control. Our vote doesn't fucking matter. We care about the corruption of government. Nobody cares about aliens if they exist at all. You guys have lost so much fucking credibility that if a spaceship appeared in the sky right now with little green men on it, we would say the government set it up. You've lost so much credibility. Even if you show us a motherfucking alien, we don't care. We're uninterested. You're liars. It's all a fucking scam. Stop trying to talk about aliens. Nobody's interested. Literally, nobody is interested. I can't find anybody who gives a solitary fuck about your imaginary or perhaps real aliens. Either way, no one cares. Do you know what we care about? We care about the fact that we're supposed to get representation for the fact that we are taxed. If I don't want to be represented, I can go to a kingdom and pay no tax and have no vote. But if I pay taxes, I deserve a vote. If I go to Oman or Saudi Arabia or UAE, I don't give them any money. It's tax-free and they decide who the leader is. Cool. But as long as you're taking half my money, I decide who the leader is. And now that I've seen the entire voting apparatus is completely corrupt and that the vote doesn't matter at all and all of the fucking people who were supposed to be in charge are bought and paid for and the entire system is a fucking sellout bullshit, big fucking money laundering scheme where all these people get paid to get into office and they can pay the people back by including some line of fucking bill in some 10,000 page thing before the Congress and $200 million is printed from the fucking printing press and sent to Mozambique for circumcision. Listen, guys, fuck your aliens.
Oh yeah, I have to agree. But the next two clips by Sasha Stone, talking about the Khazarian bloodline And AI, helping people to do what?
2.5 million files that are not being released, and one imagines that in that we've got a direct line to, we go back to Enki and Enlil, Cain and Abel. We go back to off-world agendas and the most malevolent non-terrestrial intelligences that have hitherto been driving the certainly temporal, political and financial narrative has been orchestrated essentially since a creature from Jekyll Island, my beloved friend G. Edward Griffin, who's making a surprise appearance on the screen in an hour or so in my talk, he outed that a long time ago. But the Khazarian mafia that are controlling the entirety of planetary wealth and transactions through global banking.
Right. And I've been hearing some chatter from some developers that they're programming AI to help humanity. And AI is coming back to them saying, oh, yeah, we've identified the problems with the human race. Let's start with the oligarchs. Okay. And we're going to develop a plan to reset the scales. So think about that. AI now turning on some of these nefarious entities and assisting humanity.
Well, there you have it. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you made it this far, thank you. Please like, share, and comment. I'd like to know your thoughts on all this. Ciao.